Hello, welcome to Chapter 11, Lesson 5. Today we're going to be talking about telling time. Now, I've noticed when we were in school that there were quite a few kids that did have a little bit of background on this, so hopefully this will just be a little extra practice for you and it will go smoothly. So let's get started. Time can be represented on a digital clock, that's this, or an analog clock. We had these vocabulary words, so an analog clock is what we're going to really be telling the time on today because digital clock just shows you the numbers. There isn't really a whole lot of thinking going on to digital clocks, but analog clocks can be tricky for some. Example 1. The clock shows the time Erica got home from dance class. What time is it? First, we have to find the hour. The shorthand, or the shorter hand, is the hour hand. It has passed the 5, but has not reached the 6. The hour is 5, right? It's close to the 6, but it has not yet reached the 6, so that means it's going to be almost 6 o'clock, because the hour hand slowly moves to the next number. So slowly that you don't even see it unless you were to sit there and stare at it for quite some time. But it slowly moves as it approaches the next hour. So for example, if the hour hand was between 5 and 6, halfway between there, the time would be 5:30 because that's halfway between 5 and 6, right? So anyways, now after we know what hour it is, now we need to count using the minute hand. That's the longer hand. So first we're going to count by 5s. We start at the 12. We don't say 5 at the 12, we start at the 12. Okay, and we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Now, to count to the minutes, I have to count by 1. So the 9 means 45, which 5 times 9 is 45. So that's kind of a connection we can make there. And then I have to count 46, 47. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 46, 47. There are 47 minutes past the hour. So please do not spend time counting all the little ticks along the side. Count by 5s first, then add your 1s in, and that will tell you what time it is. So 5:47, it's written as this, 5:47. So Erica finished dance class at 5:47. Jake's soccer practice ended. What time is it? The digits before the colon tell the hour. Digits after the colon tell the minutes. So 12:15. Or we could also say 15 minutes past 12. Okay, so we would write, if I was going to write 12:15. All right. Circle the time shown on each digital or analog clock. So this is 5:15. 5:15. Is it 15 minutes before 5? Nope, because it's 15 minutes after 5. All right, this clock. So it's past the 12, but not yet to the 1, so I know it's 12 something. Then let's count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 12, 20. Not 1:20 because it has not touched the 1 yet. 12:20. Here, notice this. It is between the 1 and the 2. It has not yet touched the 2. Okay, we're really looking at this dark spot right there once it touches that tick. And you can tell it's not quite there yet. So that means it's close to 2 o'clock, but it is not 2 o'clock yet. Okay, and then let's count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So it is 1:50. Okie dokie. So here the hour hand is between 10 and 11. So that means it's going to be 10 o'clock. And then let's count the minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. 10, 28. Boom. All right, and 3:44. 44 minutes. How about 3:44 is the time? Does the minute hand or the hour hand move faster? We know there's the minute hand moves faster because for every time the hour hand moves to the next number, the minute hand has gone all the way around the clock once. So it's got to move a lot faster to make that hour hand scooch towards the next hour. Circle the correct time shown on each digital or analog clock. Okay, so the hour hand, the short red one, is between the 6 and the 7, so we know it's the 6 o'clock. Let's see how many minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 6:35. 11:11. Oh God, why do they ask these kinds of questions? So silly. All right, so this one, it has touched the 7. It's between the 7 and the 8, so we know it's 7 something. And it looks like it's 7:01, 2, 3, 7:03. Yeah, there we go. Okay. 2:40. Seriously. Okay. For number 5, between 4 and 5, so that means it's 4 something, has not yet touched the 5. And then let's count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 4:50. So the thing is, I would really like it if you would start, if you wouldn't have to count, okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, I'm doing that because for some of you, telling time is hard, and that's okay. This is a good kind of first step to get into it. But a lot of times I'll use the markers, like 3 is 15, 6 is 30, 9 is 45. I'll use the quarter markers and then count up from there. Okay, and even when you get better, like super good, you can be like, oh yeah, I know the 8's 40, I know the 7's 35, I know the 11's 55, I know the 10's 50. You'll start to be able to do that. So if you're at the point where you need to count 5, 10, 50, 20, great. If you're at the point where you can say, Mrs. Hamer, I can look at that and I know that this time is 3:22. Like if you can do that, great. Then circle 3:22. Okay, so do wherever you're at. So don't feel like every single time you have to count 5, 10, 50, 20, 25. If you're past that. If you need to, great, do it. If you don't, don't. Anyway, so I already told you time for this. It's between 3 and 4, so I know it's 3 something. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22. 3:22. Write the time shown on each clock in numbers and words. Okay, so this is between 4 and 5. So I know it's 4 something. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37. So the time is 4:37. Okay, next. Wow, this is tricky. 10:02. 10:02. I don't know, maybe that's how you write it. I don't know how to write 10:02. All right, I looked up how to write 10:02 in words, and it appears you write 10 and you do like a big O, 2. That looks so silly. Anyways, Diane's plane is due to arrive when the hour hand is just past the 3. So the hour hand is past the 3, so it's going to be 3 something. And the minute hand is on the 4. So if the minute hand's on the 4, I can do a quick 4 times 5 is 20. So the time is 3:20. What time should the plane arrive? 3:20. Okay, Clark was born when the hour hand was between 12 and 1. So that means it's 12. Has not yet reached the 1, so that means it's got to be 12. And the minute hand was on 11. So it's not the minute 11, it's the number 11. So I have to do 11 times 5 is 55. 12:55. Oh, what time was he born? 12:55. And draw an analog clock showing this time. Ooh. Alrighty. 12's at the top. 6 is at the bottom. 3's over here. And 9's over here. And then I kind of fill in from here. Let me erase my little. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11. Okay. I have the middle. So it is 12:55. So that means our shorthand is going to be almost touching the 1. So I'm going to put it there because if I boop, 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 see, it's real close to that 1 o'clock mark, but it's not yet 1. And 55 means my long hand is going to be pointing to the 11. This shows 12:55 because the minute-hour hand is between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Really close to 1 o'clock because it's only 5 minutes until it's going to hit 1 o'clock. Okay, and so when that blue hand goes up to the 12, then that hour hand's going to be right here at the 1 o'clock mark. So I'd probably even have to be closer than that, but we'll just call that good. Match each word or group of words to its meaning. An analog clock is a clock that shows the time with numerals, a clock that shows the time with minute and hour hands. Okay, yep, analog clock. So a digital clock shows it with numerals, which is just a fancy word for numbers. A minute has 60 seconds in it, and an hour has 60 minutes in it. Look where the minute hand is pointing. Okay, there it is. How many minutes after the hour? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33. 33 minutes past the hour. Okie dokie, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.